What is up? All right, so I saw Motor City with Alan Ritchson, and I honestly think this movie should be renamed to Show Don't Tell the Movie because I'm not exaggerating when I say I think less than 30 words were spoken the entire movie. Characters talk to each other, but you don't get to hear any of it. It does that thing where, the camera pulls away, it mutes out what they're actually saying, so you see them talking to each other, but you're just hearing music or score over the top of that. With that being said, they do a really good job of saying a lot without saying anything. So as they're having these dialogues, you know exactly what they're talking about. Even though you don't get to hear the words they're saying, you know exactly what's being talked about. You know exactly what's happening. And even in there, okay, there's a scene where um Alan Ritchson's character is he's in the interrogation room at the police station, and the bad guy comes in and he sits down, and they just have this interaction where neither of them says anything, but you feel the tension in the room, and you know like what is happening between the two of them. And there's a lot of scenes like that throughout the movie. I didn't think they were gonna hold that kind of, I don't want to call it a gimmick, but hold that gimmick throughout the entire movie, but damn it, they did. Got a little old at times. 30 minutes in, oh cool, I like what they're doing here. You know, they're building tension. They're showing, not telling, which I think so many movies now get into the bad habit of telling instead of showing. So I'm like, cool, I like it. This is really different. Eventually, they're going to start talking. Eventually, the dialogue's going to pick up. Nope, they just stuck with that all the way through. I think the movie would have been well served to maybe have a little bit more dialogue at certain points. But also, I mean, you get that far in, if you start talking, I don't know, it might almost be weird and jarring. And honestly, I really didn't miss the dialogue as much as I would have thought. Because again, they do such a good job of conveying emotion through their bodies, and there's times too where you can kind of understand what they're saying through their through lip reading. But yeah, all in all, I had a lot of fun with this movie. Surprising amount of fun with a movie that had less than 30 words in it. Alan Ritchson, he's such a physically intense guy. This role actually suited him really well. Like, I actually thought in a lot of ways this was some of his better work, because he just got to act with his body and his face and his physicality, to say everything that he wanted to say. The bad guy, whew, he does such a good job at being a creep that you hate, again, without saying anything. Some of his just little mannerisms and the way he moves and does things with his hands, it just, you hate him, which is great. It's great for the role. The love interest, Shailene Woodley, I think is her name, the girl from the Divergent movies. She did a great job too. I will say this: got to be careful who you fall in love with, because sometimes the past doesn't always stay in the past, and you see that here. All in all, though, I had a great time with this movie. Loved the music, loved the scoring. There's some really awesome 70s throwbacks. The scoring was good. Loved the cinematography and the visuals. Surprisingly good movie. I had a lot of fun. Is it a cinematic masterpiece? Absolutely not. Is this going to win any awards? Absolutely not. But I had no expectations going into this, and I left feeling like I had fun. Would I rewatch it? I don't know how much rewatchability it has. Again, this isn't a masterpiece, and maybe it's because my expectations were so low. I feel higher on it than I would if I had had any expectations whatsoever. But yeah, I mean, I would say I'd probably give it 7 out of 10. You know, 7.5 out of 10, somewhere in there. Definitely a good movie. Definitely a good time. If you're looking to go have some fun, I recommend giving it a look. But yeah, so new YouTube channel for me. I am just getting going with this. I will try to get better with every video that I do. I made some adjustments to my audio, so I hope that sounds a little bit better from the last video. If you have any recommendations for how I could be better, how my videos could be better, I would love to hear it. And if you want to do your good deed for the day, please give me a like and subscribe. I would really, really appreciate it. That's all until next time. Cheers.